everyone, this is Do You SaddleBrooke, episode 19. I interviewed Jerry Shuda, aka the Snake Whisperer at Catalina State Park. The interview resulted in so much information, I have decided to split episode 19 into 3 parts. So, episode 19 will be part 1, bunkhouse and non-venomous, part 2, hot room, venomous, and part 3, family programs. I have been so lucky to live in this wonderful desert, but I do have to share my residence with desert animals, and this information gave me a new light on my animal neighbors. Hope it does for you. This is Do You SaddleBrooke, episode 1, bunkhouse and non-venomous.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, Mahila Lottie.
Hi everyone, Darby here, and welcome to Do You SaddleBrooke. Very special day for me because I am at Catalina State Park in the bunkhouse with our very own Jerry Shuda, and most of you know him as the Snake Whisperer. And I'm here to talk to him about Catalina State, the nature program here, the bunkhouse, Jim Clower. Anything you want to tell us about the history of this building and this program?
Okay, you want me to
just go right into it.
Well, the Catalina State Park was built or made in about 1983. It had been in concept since 1974, but the bureaucracy, it took that long to make it. They've carved 5,500 acres out of the Coronado National Forest, and now we have this beautiful park. This was either the first or the second most visited state park in Arizona for the last 2 years. Only thing that comes close is Lake Havasu. And we've got this is an incredible park. It's got everything going for it. Camping, horseback riding, walk your dog. When the water's running, the kids go down there and play in the water. It's just a great place. And then the nature program. Jim Clower, who is a SaddleBrooke resident for 26 years, he started the program in the year 2000. With an owl on his shoulder and a rattlesnake in a cage in a terrarium. And from then on, it evolved. I met him in 2012. We fell in love with each other, and he put me in charge of this place. And since I've been here since 2012 doing the program, and it's evolved over the years, and we're very, very proud of it. Just recently, this last January, Catalina State Park Rangers agreed to take over the administration of this program because Jim Clower and I are getting a little long in the tooth, and somebody needs to run this place, and we've got nobody to back it up. We've got 25 wonderful volunteers, but this is almost a full-time job. So the park's taking it over. We're just going to do our thing here, and they're going to do the paperwork, which I just love. So that's very nice. We've remodeled this building. It's got new flooring. It's just a great place. And it's a historic old building. It's part of the old Romero Ranch. It used to be a little house. Then it turned into offices. And then the rats took over for a few years. And it's been remodeled. And anyway, it is where it is now.
How old is this building?
100 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Still standing strong.
All good. It's real adobe, yeah. So it's really
nice.
A cool little building, yeah.
You talk about your volunteers. Do you ever get volunteers from SaddleBrooke?
Many of them. Probably half of them are from SaddleBrooke.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Yeah. And the other half, we've got a bunch of university kids, both graduates and still in school. They're just terrific. I love the younger ones because they're smart. They know their stuff, and they're teaching me a lot. I was born in Tucson, so I've been doing this a long time, but they're educated and they're helping me out too, so I love it.
Whoa, okay. Well, I think you want to take me inside and let's start walking through.
Let's get in there.
And then you can talk them and I might find a program. Whoa, now what is this, Jerry?
This is one of the most common non-venomous snakes in the area, a gopher snake, very beneficial. I know a lot of people think the only good snake's a dead snake. I have a problem with that, but these guys eat rattlesnakes, they eat other snakes, they eat all kinds of things, gophers and mice and rats and all that good stuff. So these are great to have around. They can scare people a little bit. Their head's shaped a little bit like rattlesnake,
Uh-huh.
and they can also vocalize a little hiss out of their mouth.
Yeah.
And if they're in the brush, they'll rattle their tail in the weeds, and you'll think it's a rattlesnake. So you have to be careful. But you can see it's when you look at the colors and stuff, it's just a great snake to have. These are great pets too.
Pets?
In Arizona, so you know, if you have a hunting and fishing license, you're allowed to keep all of the local animals except for a couple protected species of rattlesnake. You can have these in your own home legally if you have the hunting and fishing
And you're
license.
saying that could be a pet?
Oh, they're great pets. Look at this.
Well,
They're very clean. They don't eat much. They're easy to get along with. They don't sass you. They don't bark.
But they move around and crawl all over you.
Well, you want to hold one?
Yeah, that's not
Here, let me help you out here a little bit.
okay.
Use both hands. I know. Just you hold the head.
Whoa!
Here, come over here.
On that side, this side?
Just like what I'm doing. No, you just hold it right here from that hand. Give me your other hand. There you
This
go.
hand.
Perfect. Now hold on to it like you mean it.
Okay.
And then this one.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Now it's yours, my dear. Look at that.
Oh my.
That's your first?
Yes. This is a first for Darby.
All right. Good for you.
All righty. Now,
And this is pretty common looking size and everything you'd see in SaddleBrooke. This is what you'd see around your yard.
now, if you said they eat rattlesnakes.
They'll eat rattlesnakes, yeah.
What, the bite from the rattlesnake, will it kill this snake?
No, I'm going to take out another snake next, a king snake. They eat rattlesnakes. And I can show you photographs we've taken over the years of a king snake eating a rattlesnake. They're immune to the venom.
Oh, okay.
So it's more like the snake strikes it, and it's like, get away. All right.
Okay.
Now Darby's going to get her second snake. This
my
this
gosh.
is a very common, I don't like calling anything common, but this is either called the common or California king snake. They come in all shapes and sizes, wide band, speckled, solid black, line down the back. This here is one you might see in SaddleBrooke also.
Really?
Just remember both hands. Hold on.
Both hands.
Okay.
Okay.
And it won't bite you hard.
Hard. Okay.
But see how shiny it is and pretty? Now this guy will eat a little baby rattlesnake.
Really?
In a heartbeat, yep.
Have people ever bought these things and put them in their yard just for...
You can't buy local indigenous snakes. You can buy some at a pet shop that are fun to have, yeah. This guy, again, we get calls all the time. I've got a snake in my yard.
Yeah.
We go over there and we explain to people, well, it's a good snake, it's a king snake, why don't you leave it in your yard? Some do, and some just can't handle it. They just say, no, get it out of here. So we do whatever they ask. But what they're doing, they're looking for prey in your yard, looking for a mouse or something to eat. They're wandering around for a day or two. They don't see anything. They go to your neighbor, and then to the next neighbor, and to the next neighbor.
Okay.
They're just looking for something to eat.
All right. Now, one thing that you would think of, okay, this is a good snake,
Yep.
and this one was going to take care of the rattlesnakes and mice. What about your dog? Because they are so... We have a little pup that has got the nose on the ground and in the bushes.
You'd have to be with the dog for a while, and if he came across something like this, he may hurt the snake. But if it was a rattlesnake, the rattlesnake could hurt him.
Could hurt him.
Now, there is aversion training for both rattlesnakes and Sonoran desert toads. And if you're in an area where you see a lot of snakes or toads, yeah.
No, he's making, not that I feel the body.
Yeah, you feel those muscles.
Yes, I feel those muscles.
Isn't that pretty?
And that's the belly of it.
Yep. So here we go.
And they wonder if it's coral.
Exactly. But this is a coral snake.
Okay.
Black head.
Black head.
His tip of it's white. Plus the pattern isn't anything like. But I understand if you don't know, you see these colors, you get, this would be a huge coral snake. They only get it so long. So anyway, hold this, and this is your third.
My third snake.
You're doing good, man.
I'll tell you. Boy, you've really
Look at this. I'm loving it. Oh,
Uh-oh.
this is great. This is a mountain king snake.
a mountain king snake. It's not a coral snake.
Beautiful. Tip of the head is white.
Tip of the head is white.
You know that's a key.
So I think that is why if somebody were to look at this snake, they would look at the black on top and think, okay, black and red and white or whatever. But This doesn't even look like what I would think a coral snake is.
Well, again, the coral snake, we've got a skin. I can't keep coral snakes because of what they eat. We can't keep small other lizards and other snakes that they would eat. So here's one that we found, it was run over, we skinned it. Black head, red next to yellow, you're a dead fellow.
Okay.
Okay, so
yeah.
I can't remember that, so I had to have it tattooed on my arm. Anyway, good for you. I'm really excited. I mean, I get people here all the time. Some people are phobic, and we're very good at handling these people. All of our volunteers are good about not scaring people, not putting them down if they're scared and all this, you sissy. None of that goes on. We want to educate and entertain a little bit.
Well, and that's why I'm doing this, is I want to help everyone get educated a little bit. Hi, this is You SaddleBrooke, episode 19, part 2, Hot Room Venomous.
All right.
He wants to get the hot room, the venomous room.
Everything but the... Now, let's see.
This,
That kind of start that over again, this thing screwed up.
Okay.
You start talking about 13
In Arizona, we have 13 species of rattlesnake. We have the most number of species of any other state. And in this area, within 15, 20 miles, there are 6 species we see most often. I have all 6 species here for people to come and see. If you're going to hike in Catalina State Park, the 2 species you're more apt to see are the western diamondback and the blacktail. You may see something else, but usually those are the 2 rattlesnakes, and then lots and lots of non-venomous snakes are here. Whether you see them or not, that's a chance you take. You just never know.
You never know.
This time of year, you're not going to see much out except the racers, the black coach whips. They come out in the daytime, even when it's hot. Even when it's hot, they're out there doing their thing. And if you want, I'll get one of those out for you.
Look at this one, the western. Look, can you?
Oh yeah, that's a nice shot there too. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
ready to strike.
He is cranky like this one was. Wow.
I was starting to say, you see that tongue flicking out. He's tasting the air. He's seeing what's out there. See the rattle going?
Yes, I do.
He's going like crazy. There's so much noise here with this air conditioning. Usually you can hear that rattle going. As soon as somebody walks in this room, bzzz, and I like that because I take him to the trailhead during our regular programs, and people who have never heard a rattlesnake can hear a rattlesnake. They know when you're walking the trail, you hear that. Look and see what you're doing. You know? They don't always rattle, but a lot of times they do.
So I see that you've got thermometers in the cages to read the temp.
Yeah, I like to keep the temperatures in at 80, 85 degrees max. Ambient air temperature in here is 77, just right. Okay. So yeah, we just recently got these new enclosures.
They're nice.
Oh, they're so nice. Much safer for people to handle the animals. It's easy to clean, all that stuff. So we're going to get those in the next room too in a couple months. Let me get out a couple critters here for you.
I'm sorry, I'm curious. That snake is primed and ready to strike.
He's ready to strike.
Is it because he knows we're standing right where we are?
He can see us.
He sees us?
He sees us, yeah. Yeah. So when I open that up, I got to be very careful.
Because he's going to strike and come out on the floor.
Well, sometimes he'll throw himself all the way out. Yeah, that happens occasionally. So there's only a couple of us handle the hot stuff. And so we're very careful in here. Knock on, well, this isn't wood. But
it's not.
Knock on wood. Yeah, everybody, it's been safe here for over 20 years. So we've done this a long time.
So when you have volunteers, then you have to learn about them and what knowledge they have.
And not everybody fits this. We've got people that like to work with kids. We've got people that like to do skins and skulls, hunters. I have want nothing to do with snakes. I mean, I got big burly guys that they go out and kill bear, but they don't want to mess with these rattlesnakes, which is great. We've got a spot for everybody if they want to volunteer. They just call me up and we'll have a little triage and see what goes on, and see if they fit the program.
You know, you're so passionate about what you do.
I am.
And so when you retired from you were in the police, deputy sheriff. You've probably done this all your life, but when you got here, did you seek out?
It was a happenstance. I went to Jim Clore with a question about an animal, and we just, like I say, we just fell in like with each other, and the next thing you know, he's wanting to know if I would like to volunteer at the state park on an animal program. I'm going, sure, why not? I'm not doing anything else right now. And all of a sudden, he made me the director of it for the last 12 years. So he still gets down here as often as he can.
Yeah.
And he, as you know, he's very busy in SaddleBrooke with so many things, trapping and all this and that. So yeah, it's just been a wonderful experience for me, because I kid with people that I don't golf. This is what I do. This is my thing, you know. I've been doing it for a long time. Born in Tucson. Since I'm a little kid, I've been playing with snakes and toads and all that stuff. So yeah, it was a great fit for me.
Good.
So,
and it's a great fit for all of us.
now,
it's over here.
You want to see anything here? I got.
Oh, those centipedes.
This is a wicked critter.
You need to. Oh, they're so squirrely. Look at them.
Yeah, they are. And if you can see them or not.
Oh, yeah. I can move this.
Okay. These are the giant desert centipedes. They're venomous.
Centipedes.
They got a pretty good bite on them. Most all these arachnids and insects that eat other insects,
yes,
their venom will hurt you, but they're not. It's not like getting bit by a rattlesnake.
Where will you find one of these?
In the desert.
Okay, but not in your home.
Usually not. This is very rare in the house. Yeah,
okay.
It's a big animal to get through the door and all that stuff. Yeah, but it's fun to show people what's in the area. This is the only non-poisonous or non-venomous animal we have here, and I keep it here because it's the smallest lizard we have.
Oh,
little gecko, western banded gecko. Then I got the big Gila monster, which is our big lizard in the area. These are very beneficial. They're usually in your yard eating insects at night.
Oh. She almost looks transparent.
He is sometimes. When they shed their skin, they eat the skin. It's something for them to devour. And when they're done, they're almost translucent. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's a good observation. Yeah. But we've got a little bit of everything here. I don't know if you can get this on video or not, but let's try it.
Oh.
When we go out hunting for scorpions, we use this black light, and guess what happens?
Oh my gosh.
See how they light up?
Uh-huh.
Can you see that on the video? So
it almost, from the camera looking at it, or us looking at it with the light, it almost looks like hieroglyphics. It's just embedded in the rock, but it's not.
Now, just so you know, this is the most venomous toxic scorpion in North America, the bark scorpion. This is the one that's in your home most of the time. The only poisonous animal we have in here is the Sonoran desert toad. Now, the difference between poison and venom, venom either is injected with fangs or stinger.
Okay.
Poison you have to ingest, or it's got to go through a mucous membrane in through your skin. You've got to eat it or get it on your skin or something like that.
Touch it.
That's the difference between venom and poison. 2 words, injected or ingested. Injected is venom, ingested is poison. Okay? Now, the desert toad, he exudes this poison out of these glands, and if a dog, coyote, bobcat, whatever bites it, it just comes out and it'll drop a dog. I had it happen, dropped the dog right in front of me just that quick. You got to wash the mouth out with a water hose and then rag and then to the vet. If you got a big dog, Probably you don't have to do that, but it's probably
Little one.
little one that'll knock it down.
And
So
we see them around monsoons, don't
yeah,
we?
monsoon season. Let's get this little guy out here. Let me wash him off a little bit. Now we've handled.
They get in our pond.
Yeah, we've handled these guys so much that they don't exude much poison anymore. But what I want you to see here, Bobby, see these glands? Here, here.
Oh,
he just talked to us.
Yeah,
he
did.
He said good morning.
Okay.
Look at those beautiful eyes. You can handle these, just wash your hands.
Okay.
If they're in your yard, you can pick them up, put them out in the desert, go wash your hands. If I was to do this here and didn't do anything, later on I touched my eye, it would irritate me, okay? But they eat a lot of insects. Also a beneficial animal, except when your dog bites it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So they're nothing that you don't want to have to kill all this stuff. So this used to be called the Colorado River toad. Then the taxonomists figured out they're all over Arizona, so let's call them the Sonoran Desert toad.
Sonoran Desert.
So,
well, we had a couple in our garage one evening. Hi, this is Do You SaddleBrooke, episode 19, part 3, Family Programs with Jerry Shuda. Thank you.
useful.
Yeah. All right, we're into a room right now with Jerry filled with all these photographs and a cigar box. What is this? What is this room to you?
This is my favorite room, quite frankly. I love to bring families in here, especially kids, and all the kids get a cigar box. They get to pick a cigar box, their favorite color, shape, size, and then we fill it full of goodies. We want to give them just a taste in nature. Most all of us, we're on the computer now for hours a day. All of us, kids, adults, everybody. So inside the cigar box, we put magnifying glasses, magnets, a little rubber snake, some arrowheads, some seashells, some rocks, a little coin to commemorate their visit here, Catalina Nature, for a pen and a pencil, a book to write notes and stuff. They take this home, and it becomes their treasure box. They can find stuff now and put in there. It's their box.
Oh. Special box.
So they get to take this home with them. And then they also get to take one picture off the wall. Now, I take most of these pictures, print them and frame them. My wife works at the Golden Goose, so we get a lot of frames there.
Good.
And so, because the price, again, we live on donations, so all this costs quite a bit of money to do this, but we think it's worthwhile and something we need to do.
Well, now when you do your clinics,
our programs,
the programs starting in October, you don't take 1,000 little or
it's just in here.
Just if the children are coming in here, private program, then they get a box.
They get a box.
Where do you get your boxes?
We used to have a lot of cigar smokers in SaddleBrooke. Seems like they've all died, but I now have to buy most of them from online.
Oh.
Some people, we go to the cigar stores and stuff like that, and they have a few, but yeah, we have to buy most of them now. We got a few cigar smokers that will donate. But,
that's nice. And do you get your name out to the cigar shops or anything?
I haven't taken the time to do that, quite frankly. I don't even know where they're at on most of that. I'm so busy, with stuff. It's easy just to go online and boom, the next day I've got them and I'm ready to go. So, but yeah, no, I can use cigar boxes.
And all of these photos, do you ever take them and try to sell?
No, I don't sell photos.
You don't
I give everything away.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, if you were trying to raise money for this program.
Sometimes I'll put some photographs out and say, if you'd like a copy of this, donation. But it all goes to the program.
Right.
Nothing goes to me. I mean, that's what it's all about.
And that's what you would do anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the coolest picture of that bobcat sitting on top of that.
Oh, and the road you came in on, the dirt road?
Right
down there, about halfway out.
That's where that was taken?
Yeah. I'm on the side of the road, and it's way up the hill. And
what fascinates me is it's on top of that cactus. There was a male below it.
and she didn't want anything to do with him. So she's up there for hours and hours.
Oh my God!
Very, very tough pads. The needles didn't bother her.
They don't bother.
Plus,
her.
you see how the swirl shaped like this? Those pads
Yes.
go in like this. So she's up there. If you could see it, all the needles on top of that cactus are all flattened out.
Wow.
I watched her going after this male like this. Going,
Oh.
get out of here! I don't want nothing. You didn't buy me enough cocktails. Get out of here! Whatever, you know. So.
Did it finally leave the male? You don't know because
We don't know.
You're not
I left after 6 hours. I mean, I came in, saw it, took pictures, came here, did my chores, went back out. There it is. Took more pictures and left. The guy took a video with a what do you call it, a drone, and we got a few seconds of that, and he shows both the male and the female there, and he's up and down. Yeah.
Oh.
As naturalists, we see so many things that still amaze us. We've been doing this. Jim Clore and I have been doing this a long time. And still, every week or 2 or 3, you got to be kidding me. We see something new, so it's really cool.
Well, and I'm finding this out every day now that we're taking our dog, our little puppy out, and we're going on the preserve, and we go down this Willow Canyon Street, and all these boulders, and it's the most beautiful sight ever. Reminds me of Texas Canyon.
Oh yeah.
And all of a sudden, I look up and there's a mountain lion walking across.
Good for you.
That was
If you see a mountain lion or a badger once in your life, consider yourself very lucky.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
in SaddleBrooke, we've got mountain lions. They've walked down my street, and I've also got pictures on the trail camera of a female and her cub, her baby, eating a deer that had been killed by a car.
Yes.
And so I just pushed it off the road, and she took it down in this canyon in a culvert. And I went and got my trail camera to get pictures, and she's there eating it. Just love it.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's all fun. Let me show you what we found out later. That look at the fangs. The fangs are buried in this guy. So he's killing it, sucking some juices out of it, and then, lo and behold, later I found out there's a couple little bumps here. The rattlesnake had struck it also, so I lost both of them.
Okay, so the tarantula is, what is it?
Immune
to the rattlesnake.
This is pure happenstance. They put both animals in a little bucket, like that little one there, to bring to me as specimens, not knowing they're going to kill each other. So they won't do that again. But I don't think this happens in the wild. It's just one of those things. But here, see all these. This is what it's all about here. We talk about everything. We've got bird people, Bob and Prudy Bowers. You know them. They're our bird specialists. We've got people. Karen Gray, incredible geologist. Oh, she puts on a program, and the kids are Shiny Rock's pretty, but she does a real program that's really intriguing. So here's one of our volunteers working with the king snake and the kids.
Nice. Loves this.
If you see anything like this, you call me.
Wow.
So I can come running because they're rare. Anyway, this is it. I can.
Jerry,
we had a good time.
We had a great time, and thank you so much. I have a new appreciation, and that's why I wanted to do this, and why I wanted to share this with the community at SaddleBrooke. And what I want to say to all of you, we'll have Jerry's number and email address on the screen for you. This is a great program that Catalina State Park, the nature program, Jerry Shuda, Jim Clore offer to everyone. So take advantage of it. I have a new appreciation for the wildlife that we have in our community and in this state. I no longer am afraid to walk out my door and walk in the backyard now that we have our little dog.
I'm so proud of you.
And I helped three snakes like yours.
Scorpions,
and a
everything.
scorpion.
Yeah, you're all right. You can be one of the volunteers
I
now.
need a little pin.
Well, no, we do invite everybody here. Especially during the holidays when the grandkids come, give us a call. We love doing these programs, and I think they're really a good program for all the kids, as well as the adults, but we love the kids.
And they'll get to take home a little gift.
Just get a little box out of here
Yes.
full of goodies, and it's fun for all of us.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Jerry. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Love you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being
This is my website with 1,000 pictures on it right there. Those are from all over the world, not just the Sonoran Desert.
Okay.
Okay, everyone, thank you so much for joining us today on Do You SaddleBrooke. Thank you, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.